Galactus, the World Eater, the Planet Devourer, wielder of the power cosmic, versus Dr. Manhattan, a man turned into God himself. Plus, he does not like pants. So, who wins here? Who wins between these two massive cosmic entities? Let's get into it. But before we really get into it, well, if you think Galactus wins, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you disagree, if you think Dr. Manhattan takes it, well, be sure to turn on that notification bell. Now, let's get it. Galactus, aka Galen, was the last survivor of the universe before the Big Bang and the destruction of that universe. A brilliant scientist back on his home planet, he eventually learned that the whole universe will die. But he would be spared. The eternity of his universe told him he would be his universe's heir and reformed him. Soon the Big Bang started, and Galen formed himself out of a collection of energy. Finally understanding his purpose, Galactus was born, and he went to nourish himself on the planets of the universe. Galactus is a complete force of nature, as he represents equity, a balance between eternity and life and death. As such, he has the respect of both eternity and death, and theoretically, at full power, he is the equal of all the abstracts. However, it is by nature that Galactus is never fully fed. He'll always be hungry, and his power level is directly correlated to how much he's eaten at this current time. But even when weakened or starving, well, he is still an insanely powerful cosmic entity. I mean, even while hungry, Galactus is still able to match up against the Phoenix Force. He's able to still fight against abstract beings and cosmic entities like the In-Betweener and Hunger, and live to tell about it. He's even still powerful enough to make energy blasts that are capable of covering 3 whole separate star systems. And again, that's why Galactus is hungry. That's why he's weakened, while he's starving, while he's poisoned, while he's dying. So definitely not on his best day. On a normal day, after a nice meal, well, Galactus is on a whole other level. He's able to do stuff like casually beat Ultron, an Avengers level threat, one-shot Silver Surfer, and one-shot Thanos. He can sit inside of exploding stars, destroy black holes, survive entering into the core of a galaxy. Stars simply go out in his presence. And if his body's ever destroyed, well, Galactus can simply pull himself back together. He can even create life, even creating straight up galaxy busters like Tyrant, trap people in a never ending time loop, forcing them to repeat the same moment forever and ever and ever for eternity. He can one shot Celestials and fight against the All-Father Odin, beat Mephisto inside of his own realm, even fight against reality warpers in a fight that could potentially destroy the universe. Galactus is even beyond some infinity gems. He's a being equal in stature to death herself. Galactus is absolutely no joke. On the other hand, for most of his life, lowly John Osterman was a joke. Just a helpless scientist, until he was the victim of a horrible lab accident. An accident that led to him becoming like God himself. And after fiddling around in the Watchmen universe for a little while, he leaves that universe and notices Barry Allen attempting to undo the Flashpoint timeline, and interfered by removing 10 years from that timeline, effectively creating the New 52 universe. And that's not all he did. No, Dr. Manhattan has some absolutely crazy powers now. Just wild. I mean, he can just absolutely toy with all the heroes of Earth, could wipe them all out in an instant, but just chooses not to. He can literally do just about anything. I'm talking reality manipulation, time manipulation, matter manipulation, energy manipulation, quantum manipulation on a universal, even multiversal scale. He's omnipresent, can exist in the past, present, and future simultaneously, existing everywhere all at once. He's immortal because he can reconstruct himself on a molecular basis. He can create life and reverse death, even operate on such a high level that he can warp reality in the DC universe and recreate the metaverse. Then, like we said, he just straight up stole the last 10 years of the DC universe in order to create the new 52 for himself. Dr. Manhattan is such a powerful being that Mr. Mxyzptlk himself is scared of him. Mr. Mix, a fifth dimensional imp who can potentially destroy the entire multiverse and then recreate it, said that Dr. Manhattan is more powerful than him. Manhattan has even gone so far as to destroy and recreate the universe itself, and by doing so, essentially recreate the metaverse, the fundamentals of everything from timelines to realities to universes. He's brimming with connective energy, which is the opposite of crisis energy, the stuff that Perpetua used to create the main multiverse. And Wonder Woman actually used his powers to stalemate Perpetua in a huge clash. There's really no contest here. Galactus is powerful. He's crazy. But Dr. Manhattan is something else altogether. Truly, several levels above. Dr. Manhattan wins.